Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Happy New Year. Going to bring you a heavily requested song. A lot of requests for some Black Keys style stuff, so I'm bringing this one to you. I think you're going to enjoy it because it sounds really cool. It's fun to play, but it's also easy to play, but it's a riff. So we'll zoom in, we'll break it all down for you. Also, if you want to get further into playing guitar, my website, GuitarJams.com. I got a link right there. You can try the site out for free for 3 days. And also my other links for like Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. And I really appreciate that support. But anyway, let's zoom in and do this lesson. Here we go! All right, one of the weird things about this tune is the effects. It sounds to me like there is some kind of fuzz pedal, and then also definitely what would be called a tremolo, either a tremolo coming out of an amp or a tremolo, pedal or something like that. It gives it that wah, 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 wah. I don't have one of those, but the lick stays the same. And then the other thing, there's some kind of filter or like wah, a wah pedal or a auto wah or an envelope filter kind of thing going on as well. All those effects kind of blended together give you a more trippy kind of psychedelic sound than what I've got here. But these licks are still going to work and they're fun. We're in the D flat or the C sharp minor pentatonic scale. So basically what that means is the root is on the 9th fret of the E string. And it's going to revolve around that. So you've got this little lower octave here, which would be between 7 and 9 on the E string and 7 and 9 on the A string. Those same notes are also an octave up sometimes in the song, or sometimes they're layered. So you can play that same little box right here between the 9 and the 11 on the D, and then the 9 and the 11 on the G. And it's just very bluesy, there's kind of a there's like call and response, which is real bluesy. I'm going to break all that stuff down for you, but the first thing I want to do is show you this little tag. It's like these little hits that happen a few times in the song. And you can play it in the low octave or the high octave, and it sounds like this. So what we're doing is we're starting real quick on the 9th fret of the E. It's that same box I was talking about, so it's 9, 7, 9, and then up a whole step to 11. 11, 9, 9, 9, 9, 7. And when you got all those trippy effects, it sounds a lot more interesting actually than just a simple single note thing, but that's what it is. It's like a blues turnaround, psychedelic style. Okay, and then we've got the main riff of the song. And that's really cool because you can employ the low E string in this riff. So it goes like this. 7, 9, 9. But I'm hammering up to it like this. Not. But either one's going to work, but I'm adding some of that passing tone into it. Now look at this next part. It's real easy. 7th fret on that low E, and then just open. Okay, then you need the chorus, and then those are the main riffs. And then after I show you that, I'll show you those little call and response licks that are in that same pentatonic scale. So here's the next part. 7, 9 on the low E to 7 on the A. Back to that root note, which is the 9 on the E. Okay? And it does it a second time. Then a little alternate one, which would be 7, 9, and then we're hammering up to 9 on the A to that 7 on the A. And then that first phrase again. So it does 3 of that first, 3 of those and then one different one. So does it one time, a repeat. Now the alternate one. The first one again. One more time. Same thing again. Alternate. Okay, now look at what that looks like an octave up, because that is happening in the song. Ideally, it'd be great to have 2 guitar players, one doing the low one, one doing this higher one. It's the exact same move, but it's just between that, like I said earlier, the 9 to the 11 on the D and the 9 to the 11 on the G. Exact same fingering and everything, but just on the D and the G string between the 9 and the 11. It doesn't do it that way, but those are the lower octave and the higher octave. Okay, so now let's get those call and response licks. Okay, the first lick happens after this. And like I said, it's got those weird effects on it, but the notes are right in that pentatonic. So it starts on the 9th fret of the G, and then a pull off from 11 to 9 on the D. Look at that. And then back, and that's the root right there, that 11 of the D. Okay, so when you're responding to that first line, so the next one, be-do, and we're pulling off from 11 to 9 on the G. Just like that. So when you put them together, okay, the next repeat starts the same. That second phrase just comes in a little bit earlier on an anticipation. But the same notes even. Okay, just classic bluesy stuff. So that's the next one. Sliding up to the 13 from the 11, and then going back without hearing it slide down. And then it's just that same little box. Look at it. The next one just holds on that note when you come back to it. Just like that. So those next two. Next phrase goes back to the original, just like the very first one. And then, just like the first one, B, da, B, da, ba, but then it ends on that root note, the 11 of the D. So those are the licks. Fairly straightforward blues licks that you can, add to your arsenal that aren't too hard. Right in that extension box. All right, hope you got something from that. Remember, I got a bunch of links down there in that info box. I really appreciate that support. Hope to see you in another one of these free guitar lessons real soon. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Take care.